Yo, welcome back to another episode of Cool Fam Podcast. I can't believe we made it to another episode. Like, we keep getting banned. Like, I just can't believe we're still pushing. Pushing. But once again, it's your boy Drift XLR, the Dimple Killer.
What up, Cool Fam? It's your boy Otto Zone. And the truth.
Yep. What up, Cool Fam? Truth.
What's popping? How's the weekend starting off for y'all?
Oh, it's starting off great. You feel me? It's going to be a jam-packed weekend for me. You feel me? Like, I already started off litty yesterday, you know. Litty like a teddy, you know. And then
which one?
Like a teddy.
Which,
like the big titties.
Which one, though?
The natural titties.
Or which side?
Like the C's. I like C cups.
I said which side, not side.
Left or right?
I like left nipples.
All right.
I like the left nipple. While I you got it.
Nope. He's talking about N64 controllers. You get the blisters and all that.
I ain't leaving no blister though.
No, we already got the tape. He got the blisters.
But yeah, you feel me?
What's the plans tonight?
Tonight's the fight. So
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Tonight,
But where at?
My boy hit me up. My boy Will was like, "You trying to go watch the fight?" So we're gonna figure out where we're gonna watch him at. But in between time, you know, I don't know.
Time in the between time.
Mm-hmm. You got the pod, and then after the pod, you're gonna link up on some Cool Fam ish, you know, and then from there, and then it's wherever the day take us. You feel me?
Oh God.
You feel me?
What you got planned?
I'm supposed to go out to dinner with my aunt and uncle and the lady friend, but we'll see. She
lady friend.
Yeah,
that sounded real.
I'm waiting on.
Link.
I'm waiting on. I'm waiting on
Why did you
shit
say
to
you
pop off at my house.
Oh,
I'm gonna rant here for a minute.
Oh, here we go.
So
It's time for the truth.
yeah, so we gonna you know tell me what y'all think. But so Tuesday and Wednesday, right? I had 2 days off because at work we slow. It just happens with construction. Every now and again you get slow. Shit is what it is, right? But I don't get days off very often. You know, like legit days off where I don't have to go to work, and I do manual labor, so my body, that shit hurts, right? Physically, it hurts, right?
Yeah,
mentally,
you a little dude too.
Mentally, I'm cool, but physically, you know, you lift some heavy shit, working around all day, and, you know, this part's on me, but, like, when I work by myself, I don't usually take a lunch or a break. I just work straight through, and I get the fuck out and go home. But,
that boy a hard worker.
So Tuesday and Wednesday I get home, and I won't lie, I didn't do anything. I took the day to myself. Tried my day off. I had to run a couple errands for people, you know, shit that they wanted or needed, you know. And
They isn't like, you know.
yeah. People run the house.
Right.
And but other than that, like cleaning, I didn't do shit. You know, I did some dishes, took out the trash maybe, and did my laundry, and maybe vacuum. I think I vacuumed a little bit, but I didn't really do a whole lot though. I was on the game most of the day. Harry Potter came out, the Hogwarts Legacy game. I was playing.
I heard about that.
That was the day. Tuesday was the day I had it. I'm like, I'm playing this shit. And so then Wednesday night rolls around, and she gets mad about something, and I'm like, what's wrong? And she's like, you suck. I'm like, why? I'm like, what'd I do? She's like, it's what you didn't do. I'm like, okay, so what did I not do? She's like, nothing. I'm going to bed, blah, you know, typical shit. You know how it goes.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right. So that's chance one, right? That's chance one to talk about it, figure it out. You know, I get it. Some people need time to move on and then get out of the moment and not be pissed off, right? But here we are on Saturday. That was Wednesday night.
Oh.
The next day, Thursday,
Yeah,
I asked Thursday night, too, because she didn't say nothing. She just came home, didn't say nothing to really anybody. Pissed off again. And I asked again at night, right? What's wrong? Nothing. Okay. Chance number two. Here we are on Saturday. Still Friday, nothing was said. literally. I didn't have a single conversation, and so far today, nothing. And I'm supposed to go out to dinner with her for a dinner that I set up with my aunt and uncle so that she could talk to them about coaching, because she's thinking about taking a coaching opportunity for a varsity soccer team. And right, but you know that she gets mad at. I'm assuming that this is what it is cleaning, because I don't actually know, right? How am I supposed to know or care about what I don't know? You know what I mean? So it's that's where we're at. Like, and there's been days where she's had days off, and you think I said anything? Where she didn't do shit? You think I said anything? No, because I don't fucking care. You want a day off? Take a day off. Yeah, I'm not gonna expect you to clean. Enjoy the day. I don't fucking care. And the things that I'm gonna get mad about are not gonna be, oh, the dishes didn't get done. Oh, the trash didn't get taken out. Oh, the laundry didn't get done.
But you still mad. But you don't know what they're mad about.
I'm assuming, because this is usually what it is, and then she spent all yesterday or the day before cleaning. So I'm like, well, whatever. But I'm not gonna get mad about it, right? Like, I'm not sitting here, right? We've had 3-4 days now to talk about this shit. One, I don't care because I don't know, and two, I don't care because it's Saturday.
Don't use that word with her.
This shit happened on Wednesday.
Boy, the girls don't like that word. I don't care.
How am I supposed to care though? We on Saturday. We've had now 3 days to talk about it. It can't be that serious. It's cleaning, right? I'm 99% sure that's what it is, because, like I said, she spent all day yesterday cleaning and shit.
You ain't tripping?
I did.
Okay.
I did, but that's the thing is we clean on Sundays. Sundays is a dedicated cleaning day. What? You know, like, but that's the thing is, the more days goes on, the less I'm gonna care. It's Saturday, bro. Like, what am I supposed to care about shit from 3 days ago? I didn't even care about it then.
True.
And here's the other thing too is, right, and Otto knows, right, but like, I'm done. I don't have the energy or the patience or anything anymore to be fighting and arguing, right? I came from that. I did that. It didn't work. My last situation, it didn't work, right? Here we are. I don't care to do that shit anymore. I'm not fighting with you. What for?
That's the growth.
You know, that last relationship, that's all it was a fight. It didn't work. So I'm done with that. That's my rant. But, you know, should I have cleaned a little bit more? Maybe. But why? We do it on Sundays.
Right. Yeah, I mean, it's a dedicated day.
And not only that, right, but you're going to get mad at me when you've done the same thing. And I didn't care. I didn't say nothing. The thing is, you could ask anybody in that house about the things I get mad about or the things I get frustrated about. And I guarantee you that with them specifically, towards them.
Oh, okay.
And they're
snipers for sure.
And they're gonna, well, yeah. See, I hate when technology doesn't work the way it's supposed to. It's made to do one thing, but you know, like you can ask them things that I get frustrated with them about. They're gonna have a hard time telling you.
Yeah, and the go-to, because my last situation was exactly like that too, where you don't care. That's why you just don't care. If you cared, then you would say something. And I'm like, it's not that big of a deal. Like if it's that big of a deal, I'll say something. If it's not, then what's the point of even wasting energy on it? You know what I mean? Because like at the end of the day, it's like we're supposed to be cool, happy. You want the relationship to run smooth, and you know certain things that you're gonna say. If you want to be like completely honest, they're not gonna be able to take that well. No. And that's what they want, right? Like they want you to be honest. Now, if I want to be honest and I say what I want to say, then you're gonna start crying. And then where we gonna go then?
Yep, that's too. Is like, you know, because nobody want to be wrong, right? We gonna argue, and I'm gonna say shit that is true, but it's gonna hurt feelings, and that's not what I want to do. Because I care about her feelings. I don't care about some dishes that didn't get done, right? I don't care about a trash that didn't get taken out. I don't care. I don't care about some towels that didn't get washed, right?
Right.
I'm 30 years old, right? I'm still young, but the perspective that I have, right, is that the way that I live my life, and I don't tell you like my diet is horrible. I know that. But we all know our own mortality too, right? And the way that I live my life and the occupation that I have, like, as sad as it is to say, but being realistic, like, I probably lived half my life. You know, like, but I enjoy my life. It's not a sad thing. It just, I enjoy my life, and I'm gonna live it the way I want. But unfortunately, that comes probably with the cost later on, right? My life is not gonna be as I don't see myself living.
My boy out here say he's only gonna be 60 when he gone. That's crazy.
I don't see myself living to be 100. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, but I'm pushing. I'm trying to hit them 80s. You feel me? Trying to at least hit the year I was born, you feel me? I'm trying to at least hit 85, you feel me?
You know what I'm saying? But when you start hitting that 60-year mark, like, you don't got much time left, you know?
Hey.
And life is fast. So what do I fuck I look like sitting here arguing about some dishes? Is what I'm getting at here.
I gotta go. I'm about to throw a wrench in the game. I want to be 85 and drop me an OnlyFans tape. You feel me? Not just I would be the oldest OnlyFans sex tape dropper. You ever seen an 85-year-old drop a?
Search it up.
He gonna mess up his history.
Yeah.
But that's just my rant.
Turn your safe search off.
It's just, you know what I mean? I'm having a hard time caring about stupid shit like that anymore. I don't have any interest in arguing or fighting. Like, I like to be laid back and chill. Like, we can talk about it if you want to talk about it, but I know how this is going to go. I'm going to get yelled at. I'm going to get told I don't do enough, blah, blah, blah. Then I'm not going to talk about it on here because it's going to make people look bad and whatever. But, like, the amount of shit that I do on a regular is a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I contribute a lot. I make a lot of things happen.
It's a lot of things that go unseen, and when you bring it up, then it's
For people.
why it's got to be like, so for instance, like in my last relationship or whatever, right? Like, I bring up all the stuff that I did, but I don't bring it up to like throw it in your faces because I feel like what I do is required. You know what I mean? I just do it.
Yep,
I don't do it for applause or nothing. I do it because that I'm just wired like that. So then when you expect me to do the extra, the more, when I'm already feeling like I'm doing enough, I'm doing more than enough. I'm making sure this is taken care of. I'm making sure your security is taken care of. I'm making sure you don't have to worry about nothing. You can walk around how you want to walk. Like, you can say what you want to say, like stuff like, and I don't really lose my cool too much unless you take me there. And yeah, so it's just like, it's just a lot of, you know, I mean, we can go on and on with this, like, because it's like, because
you know what I mean?
Yeah, because like
let
from
it out,
us,
man.
like,
Go
because
ahead.
from us, like, I was talking to Tay earlier with his lady friend, and we was talking about like different things and like the process thinking of men and women. So men, we think very logical, and women think. She said women think emotionally, which is true, right? But if the problem is 1 + 1, right? What's that?
2.
It's simple, right? 1 + 1 is 2. Why complicate that by putting your emotions in it? Like, why does it have to be 2 though? Like, why can't it just be 1? Like, why can't it just like? Because 1 + 1 is 2. That's why. Like,
so
like, yeah, it's just leave it as that. Like, this is what it is. This is how it's gonna be, and and if we can't change it, what's the point of trying to change it? Like, it's unchangeable. You know what I mean? A lot of girls, like, it'll be like it's raining, right? You can't change that it's raining right now. Like, so you just gotta accept it. You feel me?
The thing is they read too much into when we say we don't care. It's not that we don't care about them.
Yeah, we just don't care about.
It's just I don't care about dishes. I don't care about garbage. I don't care about towels. I don't care about a fucking piece of lint on the ground. Like,
They said women just want y'all to care.
That's
Men
what
are
I
going
was
to yeah.
responding to.
I'll just relate it to it because he can't see. Yeah.
What?
Men are so quick
Wait,
to
so-
men are so quick to be like, I don't care if it doesn't make you feel away.
What?
But it's all. Sorry, go ahead, Jesse.
What about that mentality of I have your back, you should have mine?
Yeah, but it.
Like, where'd that go?
Yep.
Like, did that just go out the door, or what?
So, like I said, I'm not gonna sit here and list off everything that I do, right? But it's a lot, and it's all because I want to support her and the other two girls that live with us. You know, her daughter and sister, and you know, like I want them to be able to chase their dreams and do their thing, right? So I do what I do, but I try to help how I can so that she can do her coaching, so that she can go to school, she can go to work, and do all this shit. Like, and she's trying to start this business, which I would like to get her on here to talk about because it's actually a dope idea once it gets more established. But
Ooh, I like businesses. Off
Yeah.
the record? We'll do that later?
yeah, we'll talk about it later. But you know, like just making sure that she can comfortably do all that shit. Like I try to do what I can, and then you know to like get blown up at over some dishes and told I don't like do enough or whatever it is, you know, not necessarily don't do enough, but like to be made to feel like I don't do enough, you know, like
I hate that. You said
I
it
hate
right
that.
there. You said it right there.
Maybe it's time for change.
Well, but what about the instances where y'all had the conversations, right? And then she is open and then like, I wish you could do this a little bit more. I wish you could do this a little bit more. So then when you start doing it, but it's still a problem. Like now I'm starting to do it and it's still not good enough for you. Like that's crazy. And then that makes me want to be like, fall back even more. Like we just had this conversation. And a lot of times I don't even like for somebody to tell me to do something, then I do it because now I don't feel like I'm doing it because I want to do it. I feel like I'm doing it because you just told me to do it. So I may wait. And then I'm like, all right, now I'm going to start doing it because like,
You do it on your time.
yeah, because like I don't want to just do it because you're telling me. And then it's like, there's no genuine like actions behind it. It's like you just, I'm just doing it because you told me.
Yeah.
Like,
Let's have the mystery man that's married talk about
Hang-
this. Let's
hang
see
on.
what he says.
it's
so how you feel about this?
Nope.
So, like with me, usually, to piggyback off of what you were saying, like I don't necessarily, I'm wired the way I'm wired. I don't do things because people tell me to do it. I do it when I feel like it. I move how I move. So, like, you trying to have me do something just because you want me to do it, like it makes me not want to do it more. I don't like to be prompted at all to do anything. When you prompt me, it moves me further away from doing it because it's not genuine from me. I like to stay true to myself, and sometimes the things that you want me to do, I do it in different ways, but you may not see it. But I still do these things, so.
yeah. So yeah. So
How is that some BS?
Uh,
Somebody says, see, that's some BS. How?
But
Who said that?
I have no idea.
I don't know. See, that's
Someone on
BS.
TikTok said they see that's some BS.
Yeah,
No, but it's the conversations too where she'll say nothing because she's like, I've already said it 100 times. But it, you know what I mean? She's, and like I'd be like, and I'll list off the things that I do, dishes, blah, blah, blah. She'll be like, that's all shit that's supposed to be done every day. Frequency isn't relevant. It's now something that you don't have to do because I did it. And that's a concept that goes over a lot of people's head. I feel like it's done. You no longer have to do it. So now you can put your attention to something else. Right? Even if it is something that takes 5 minutes or 2 seconds or an hour, it's now something that you don't have to do. Right? And I had another point too off of what Jeff was saying too, but I forgot it. It'll come back.
I mean, you've been in relationships, so I mean,
Yeah, I mean, y'all was hitting it. He said something that, what was it that he said? He said, he quoted, well, he made a quote that said something about him doing something, like, it just, him doing more. What was it that you said? Like,
I don't even know.
yeah, because I was like, it was that part, because it made it feel like he's not doing enough. Or even though he's doing it, you make him feel like he's not doing.
Yeah, make me feel like I'm not.
Or
Make me feel like I'm not doing enough.
Yeah.
Or tell
Like
me
even
I'm
though
not
he's doing more, like doing a lot more, it's just you belittle it and make it feel like he's doing less or some shit. Yeah, I'm just like, ooh.
No. Oh yeah, I was gonna say too. Like, Jed said something about it's not the way that you want to do. I'm gonna do it. Oh shit, edit that. Mysterio said that. Mysterio said that. Is like the way that you want something done isn't necessarily the way I'm gonna do it. I'm wired, right? But you know, like for example, laundry. Like she asked me not to do her laundry because I don't do it right? And it's the whole issue, you know, especially with like bras, right? I don't wear fucking bras. Do I look like I know how to wash one? And you know, so like I didn't know that there was a certain way to wash them. But instead of complaining about that or getting upset about it, teach me how to do it. Show me how you want it done. Show me how to do it. But why is that so hard?
Yeah, I had that same situation, but it was flipped because like she was washing my clothes, and then I started thinking, I'm like, am I getting bigger or is my clothes shrinking? I'm like, it could be both, but I'm just like,
Oh, it was both.
I don't know, but like. But it was her shrinking my clothes because a lot of my other clothes were still fitting perfectly and certain stuff wasn't. I'm just like, all right, cool. But I went about it nicer. I was like, I'm just gonna start washing my own clothes. Like I wasn't like, why you fucking up my clothes? Da da da. It's like the way I just said it to y'all, so I said it to her. I was like, I don't know if you're shrinking my clothes or if I'm just getting bigger. She's like, oh, I don't know. And I'm like, yeah, I think I'm just going to start washing my own clothes because, I mean, I was used to washing my clothes, but then, like, you know, you get in a relationship and your lady want to cater to you and she want to do all this stuff. But then that's the other funny part. Like, so you want to do that and then I get comfortable. Now I'm comfortable with it. Then it's a problem later because you started doing it and you made it a thing that you was just doing. And because you're just doing it and now you're tired of it and you don't want to speak on it, now it's a problem. You see what I mean? So it's like a lot of, and I can admit, in relationships, I get comfortable with a lot of stuff. Like initially, like if we're doing something and say like we living together, because I always say you don't know your mate or a person that you with until you live with them. And so we living together. Now, she's doing these things, I'm doing these things, and it becomes repetition. So now, as days goes, now I'm used to it. So if I'm used to it, it's going to be hard for me to change now. And then now, you're tired of doing it, but you was okay doing it, but now you're tired of doing it, and you don't speak on it because you walk around with your little stank attitude, and then expect for me to just be like, but I'm saying you walk around with the same, and you know when they mad. Like, you know, I can see it. And I'm like, all right. I'm like, what's up? Like, you good? And they go, yeah, I'm good. That's all I need to hear. Because if I tell you I'm good, then don't bother me. Yeah. Like, just quit asking me if I'm good if I told you I'm good. And that's how I operate. So if I ask you if you're good and she goes, I'm good, then I'm just going to leave it alone. And that's the other part where it's confusing because you want us to keep asking, and then you finally break down and tell, why it's got to be that damn difficult? Like, why can't I just be like, are you good? And then you go, nah, babe, I ain't good.
Yeah, see,
like,
she does this thing where she gets pissed off about it, doesn't tell you what it is, goes on for 4 or 5 days, 6 days, and then blows up about it or brings it up, and then it's like, well, I don't care anymore.
Yeah,
this was last week.
Exactly.
I don't care about what I did at work last week. I don't care about what I did on the video game yesterday. I don't care. And you want me to care about some bullshit from last week? No. That's where I'm at. Like, I don't have patience for that shit. I don't have energy for that shit.
And then don't let it, like, not get resolved, and then y'all good, and then the next argument you have, then it comes right back up.
Yep.
Still throwing it in my damn face. Like,
yeah,
then we just talk
exactly
about this already. Like,
up.
why you keep bringing the same ass? You don't have nothing else to talk about, but you keep bringing this up. Like,
but what they say is, well, we've had this conversation many times.
Exactly.
Happens every time.
Like,
and I'm not trying to. I feel like I need to say, like, I'm not trying to bash my lady friend. You know, like, I'm not. I love her, but like, I just venting, right? This is frustrating, and whatever.
And then that's the other part about relationships, right? Because a man and a woman, right, can have a conversation, and that conversation is definitely going to go sideways if you say something crazy that they don't like. It don't even have to be crazy. It just be something they don't like. And then they get mad at the relationships you have with your homeboys, because I can snap on you. You can snap on me, and we'll be good. We'll be like, all right, we cool. But then if I say something to her, then we mad for the rest of the week.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I said earlier, like, I'm supposed to go out to dinner with my aunt and uncle, and now I got to go with her, with her attitude. And
What kind of attitude?
A stank attitude.
but like, that puts me in an uncomfortable spot. Like, I got to go here with my aunt and uncle, and with your attitude, and pretend like it's cool. But really, we haven't talked in 3 days. Like, you know what I mean? Like, but I'm doing this for you. It ain't for me. I can go over there anytime. It's my aunt and uncle. I don't even have to go. This for you. I don't need that information. I'm not coaching.
Nah.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like with what you're saying on it could be something that may have happened that you probably don't even know, but they had an issue with it, and then next thing you know, months later down the line, it's a problem. Like, what the? Where was this?
I ain't gonna lie.
That used to be a favorite.
I ain't gonna lie.
Like, what?
Like, I do kind of get petty though, because I usually know every time.
I like
Because I like Taya come over and like something happen, and then I be like, Tay, she mad.
Yeah.
And every time I be right on the money. I'm like, I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm just gonna act like nothing. Like, I do it on purpose sometimes just to see. But like if you're like, as you get older, you'll be more observant.
Yeah.
And you'll see more signs and stuff. And me, sometimes I take fault at what I do. I do be petty sometimes. Like, I see it and I'm like, well, she ain't gonna say nothing. Well, I ain't gonna say nothing. So I just let it be. But if I do say something and you don't say nothing, I'm definitely not saying nothing. But
Me and Chris might really be blood related.
she said, I low-key think we expect guys to be mind readers.
Definitely.
yeah. But
And I am
mean,
not.
yeah, not at all.
Ain't
Like,
none
I
of
don't
us
even
are
pick
mind
up.
reading.
I don't even pick up like body language or anything really well. I'm not observant when it comes to that shit. Yeah.
Oh,
That's right.
That's
If you
wild.
don't tell me,
I'm
I
complete
don't care.
opposite.
And I don't know.
You a mind reader?
I'm a mind reader.
Like, when there's an attitude, because it just changes the aura of the environment. But
Yeah.
if you don't know what it is, how do you care?
mhm.
I'm not gonna waste my time caring about and stressing out about something that I don't know.
Yeah, that threw me for the win because when I like in the past I sat there and I asked like, what's wrong? Like, okay, nothing. All right, what's wrong? All right, nothing. And then come out, you didn't ask me enough times to show you didn't care. What? Or you didn't ask me the right way. What? Like, clearly something was wrong.
Mhm.
Yeah, see, that's not gonna happen here. She'll just keep it to herself, and it'll either blow over, or she's gonna bring it up in 5 days, and that's gonna be this whole issue.
Petty.
And then
Sorry, petty.
and that'd be the worst.
And then-
like,
Oh yeah, I'm
you'll
a
be
petty
in
guy
like
now.
a good mood. The relationship will be going good.
Always on the best day.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden, it's like, can I ask you something? And then it's like, what? And then instantly, I'm knowing it's about to go south.
And I'm
It's like, why this and this and this and that? And I'm going, here we go. Like, why? I'm like, why? Like, why ruin it? Like, because it always be like the days, like, you chilling.
you know the
laid
morning
up,
started off good.
You laid up, you laughing, you
Yeah.
talking, feet on you, you rubbing her feet, and then she
It's
just
a
got to
good-ass
ruin it
day.
by saying something. And then then you get into the convo, and then she start crying, and now the day is ruined again. Like, from nowhere, like, not like off of me doing something, and then boom, or you doing like, and this was the favorite with me, right? So, like, I'm watching like the shows that the ladies like to watch, like Love and Lockup, 90 Days Marriage, like stuff like that. Stuff I don't watch, but I'm watching it because she's watching it. And then something happens on there, and then she goes, and then she want to
try to
compare
relate
the
you
band.
into it.
Relate us to that situation they going through, and then she'll go, you see what he doing? Like, you kind of do that to me too. Like,
Oh
and
no,
I'm like,
it be the something they do.
yeah. Then I'm like, I do one of these. I go. I'm like,
The dude in the show get her flowers. She over there.
yeah, you don't get me flowers. I'm like,
Oh, he
what?
opened the door for.
Man. but then look, yeah, and then
That could be a
and then like I don't know if y'all do this, but like I have a lot of moments where I just be sitting with my thoughts, and I'm like, oh, that'd be dope if I did that for such and such. Like, I think I might plan to do that, right? And then it's in your head to do it, and then y'all have a conversation, like y'all just chilling or whatever, and then y'all get into it, and then it's like, I wish you would do something like that. And I'm like, little do you know, I had a plan
Right,
for that, but
yeah.
fuck you now. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, I don't give a fuck no more. Fuck you now. Like, it might have happened the next day, but you want to play games? All right, fuck you now. Like,
But it, yeah,
I'll be
and
petty
like,
on that, too,
I'm
like-
like Chris too. Like I get petty, but you see it in the group chat, right? Like,
Yeah.
but on a different level. Like when me and Amari especially, right? I know how to press buttons. I know how to press people's buttons. That's what I'm good at. And so when you want to piss me off and ruin my day, I'll press your motherfucking buttons. I'll press every motherfucking one of them too. And I do it. And I'm not even saying, right, like, I'm not saying I'm innocent, right? Could I do more?
Hold on.
Sure.
You gotta clip that right there.
This
You
is
gotta
what,
clip
this is
that.
what Tony does when,
Yeah,
when he's trying to press people's buttons.
Man, no, you gotta clip that one. We need to make that like a meme. You piss me off, I'm gonna push every last one of your buttons like an elevator.
And that is me to a T, right?
Oh,
But like,
man.
and I'm not, like I said, I'm not saying I'm innocent.
I'ma
like,
make it.
Like I could do more dishes, right? But like I said, Sundays are the cleaning day. But I fucking hate cleaning, right? I don't know a guy that does like cleaning.
So why
But-
don't you do like So this is what me and my ex did pretty much.
Mhm.
So we not delegated, but like if shit's not working, all right, let's say for dishes. All right, do your own dishes. Let's have it dumb it
Oh.
down. Dumb it down.
That would overcomplicate the fuck out of shit.
Would it?
Oh God, yeah.
You'd be surprised.
It's already with
We
the
a number,
laundry,
right?
right? Like she doesn't want me to do her laundry, right? But then if I don't do the laundry, it just sits there.
There y'all go start growing into roommates.
It just sits there. And
When
then
you think about it.
and then when I do wash it, then it's I asked you not to wash my laundry. Well, it's a fucking Mount Everest in the room. Please get it out. You know? You can't. That would overcomplicate the shit out of things for me personally. I feel like I don't think I could do that because her sister already does that, and it pisses both of us off. It's like you already took the time to wash your stupid Starbucks cup, but you didn't wash the rest of the dishes in there. All you had to do was throw them in the dishwasher, maybe wipe them down a little bit.
Bruh, for real. Dishwasher?
Yeah, I don't use dishwashers. I'm
Oh,
old
for real.
school.
We old school here.
Yeah, I hand wash everything.
Nah, I used to do that shit, but the
Conveniency.
dishwasher's so nice.
Bro, dishwasher is
I
definitely
could
plugged.
set it in there and I can go back to Harry Potter.
Come back an hour later and it's dry.
Exactly. You know, but it's like that. It's that simple, right? And she's 17, her sister. You know,
You should know.
she's a teenager, right?
I ain't gonna
But-
lie. Having a kid that old,
that's-
she's doing every chore.
But that's my problem. That's my thing is, right? I'm not her dad. She doesn't listen to
Right.
me,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I'm not her brother. I'm not anything, right? But then
You're a mentor.
we have her, and we have her 8-year-old daughter, right? I love both of them, but I feel like I expect them to do things, and she lets them slide. She'll protect them too if I say something.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, well, what can I say? They're not listening to me. They're gonna listen to you, and when you don't have them do anything, right? But then it's also too when she does have them do things is kind of done half-assed, you know, teenager style, and it's not to her standards. So then she blows up about that too. It's frustrating all around. But I feel like I expect more out of them, right? Like even Nalia, she's 8, right? She can do a lot of things on her own, but I don't know. We don't let her, or we don't make. I don't know. It's frustrating. I don't know.
So
I feel like she should do more.
So do you guys think if roles were in place in relationships, would it be easier?
As in us doing all the cleaning and.
It's just whoever has whatever role.
I mean, I'm single now and I do everything on my own. So, and like I said, it's all about consistency and comfortability. If I'm comfortable doing the dishes and comfortable vacuuming and cleaning, like I'm comfortable doing that. If she's comfortable doing it, then she's comfortable doing it. It's just like whatever you comfortable doing. Like I say, the last situation I was in, because it wasn't even that long ago, but the last situation I was in, she's upset that I wasn't washing dishes or I wasn't like doing certain stuff that I did here and there, right? You do realize when we break up, you're still going to be doing all that by yourself.
Right.
So, like it's not really changing nothing. So you're about to lose everything that you wanted because of some little simple shit. Like, what do you value more? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In your relationship, like, what do you value?
Dishes or relationship.
So, like, I mean,
And that's what I say. Like, what am I supposed to care about some dishes?
yeah.
I value the relationship more than a fucking dish.
Mm-hmm.
I'll throw that dish in the trash and buy a new one. I don't care.
Man.
And that's the other thing, right? They want to donate everything, which is cool, donate it, but that's me. I'm not driving it there. I'm not packing up my shit to bring it to a donation spot. I'm just gonna throw it away. I don't have time for that. And then it just sits there, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then at some point, I'm gonna be expected to bring that somewhere. I'm sure.
Yep. It just comes down to us being real simplistic about a lot of stuff and girls just being real complicated about a lot of stuff. That's what it boils down to. Because like I said, it's like a lot of stuff I just sit back and think, like, is it worth it? Like, and that's the biggest thing, like, do everybody think before they do? You know what I mean? Because when you're acting, because I've had a lot of times where I acted, and I ain't gonna lie, like, if I let you get close to me, it's gonna be easier for you to piss me off.
Yeah.
So, like, I forgot where I was going with this. But, yeah, so it's like if I let you get close to me, it's going to be easier to piss me off and whatnot. And, like, it's just, I just value, like, other stuff more than you being upset that I'm not doing the dishes or not vacuuming. And y'all see my crib, y'all come over, that must stay clean. Like, I'm cleaning the dishes, I'm vacuuming, I'm making sure the house is fresh and clean, like all the time. And like
that's the other thing too, right? Is I don't think women understand how simple a guy would live. Too, right? If it was just me, I'd have my couch, I'd have a TV, I order out a lot of food, so there's not gonna be a lot of dishes to do. And if I do, I'm gonna buy a pack of paper plates. The dishes are gonna be for when people come over. So the amount of cleaning that I will have to do versus what I have to do with you is going to be almost non-existent.
exactly.
But you gotta have a lot of stuff that's for decoration.
Little light dusting here and there, maybe with me. If it was just me, a little light dusting, little vacuuming here and there. You know, a couple, whatever dishes every now and again. You know, maybe clean the bathroom and doing laundry, but it's going to be so fucking minimal that for you to understand why I don't care now, I don't know what else I could say.
Like, cause literally, I come home, put my coat up, take my shoes off, relax a little bit.
Yep.
My daughter, she'll jump on the TV, watch whatever she want to watch, ask for whatever food she want. I hurry up, make it. Or my big thing is if it's something simple to where I can teach her how to make it, I'd be like, watch me do it. And then when she asks me next time, I go, you know how to do it, just make it. So then, boom, go from that to her mom say bring her back. I take her back, come back. Like, there's really no messing up the house at all.
The timing for me is crazy too. Yesterday, like you say, you come home and whatever, just relax. Like we came home, we stopped at McDonald's because we do French Fry Friday, but I didn't eat, so we bought her a cheeseburger Happy Meal, and I bought a
I'm gonna restart this live. Hold on.
chicken nugget meal because it sounded good. And we went home, sat down, turned on a movie, and ate real quick. But I didn't take the dog out yet because I'm like, well, he used to waiting a little bit. So I'm like, well, let me eat real quick, and then I'll take him out. But when we just sat down, turned it on, just started eating, I just dipped my first nugget, She come in the door and then probably got more pissed off because I didn't take the dog out yet. I'm like, oh, bro. The timing on that shit, like it's shit like that too.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, can I just get in the door? Do something quick?
Exactly.
I was going to take him out, just not right now.
Yeah, if you ain't moving on the time they want you
Yeah,
to move,
that is a very much a big part of
Hey, that's
a lot of my
Bruh.
issues here too. Is it's not done the way that she wants it or the when she wants it.
And I mean, speaking for myself, I'm not big on if you say you're gonna go do something, I'll be like, all right, cool. Whenever you do it. And I might joke with you or something like, "Was you supposed to go do that?" Like, but I'm never like losing my cool over like some shit like that. Like,
Even times I've asked her to do something and it didn't get done, I didn't blow up about it. I just was like, all right, cool, I'll go do it.
oh, so what y'all think about this, right? Since we're on the relationship topics, right? When a female do something and then it's okay, but then when you do it, it's not okay. You know what I mean? So like,
Fuck.
for instance, right? Tay, you remember this when we was having game night, right? So my ex at the time was hanging with his ex. They go out, and so they go out, right? And
Wait, say that again?
So my ex and his ex.
Oh, yeah.
So they hanging out, right? Boom, they go out. So Tay's not with me. He's at home. I'm at home, and we go to. So like they go out, and I go to sleep. So then, boom, I wake up, and on my phone I see, when I come home, it's that da-da-da, make sure you woke when I get there, da-da-da. And then when I wake up, and I read all these texts, and I'm like, oh, and I look over, and there's nobody next to me. I'm like, wow. So you didn't even come home? And then I hit up Tay. I'm like, see if she's over at her homegirl house, with your ex. And then she was, and then she comes home. Then I go, not saying nothing about it. I'm just gonna let it be. But knowing when I go out, you're blowing my phone up left and right. It's not even 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
You blow me up. When you coming home? What you do? All right, I'm gonna come home. I'm with my boys. Da-da-da. I'm home by 1 o'clock. Now, if I didn't come home, well, it would have been a problem, right? So, like stuff like that. What do you think? Like,
Yeah, especially the way she was. Boy.
So
So
then
she was
you got-
over at
yeah. So you got that situation, right? Then I got a lot of these. Or she'll go, we're playing the game, and then a girl tell me that she could have fucked my bitch, right? And then my ex just sits there and don't say nothing, right? How would you take that,
talking reckless.
right? So you'd be upset, right? But then she said, I have no reason to be upset. But if I had another female next to me saying, I could have fucked your nigga, she would have, and I didn't say nothing, how you think that would have went?
Lost some shit.
Yeah. So you're not gonna speak up. You're not like, so I like that. You can do it, but I can't do it.
Right.
Like that's just crazy to me too. So like, what y'all think? Y'all ever come across that?
No.
Not really, but yeah, I don't really come across that. To be honest, I'm just not around that. I guess that group.
Or
You know what their favorite thing to complain about is though? I'll let you. Nope.
like I've had this happen to me a few times in the past. Like it's just Like you do something that they do to you, but then when you mention that they did it to you first or something like that, they're like what we're talking about right now. They don't want to acknowledge that they did it in the past. And instead they try to keep it in the present. Like that's what irks my nerves a lot.
Hmm. But then when you have a situation that happened and then they want to throw it in your face constantly over and over. But you did this, but you did that. And so why are you still with me then? Because I love you. And then, so why can't you let it go? Because if you keep doing this, eventually I'm not going to want to be with you. And the more arguing, like you said, the more arguments, fights, all like, because relationships going to have it. But when it becomes constant, somebody's going to pull away because you get tired of it. It's like if you're playing a video game and you're cursing at the damn game every day because that shit is ass and it's becoming more ass every day, you're going to end up stop playing that game. You're going to delete it. Like, we done did that plenty of times when we play games. I'm like, oh, yeah, this shit is trash. But, like, eventually you with that relationship, you're going to be like, yeah, this relationship is becoming trash. Like, I don't want to be in this dumbass relationship no more. And so you start falling. Like, but then I'm just saying, like, that's
the way you phrase it.
I mean, that's my words. That's my words. I like, because I don't like saying bitch to females and stuff like that. So like I use terms like stupid, dumb, idiot. Like I know that's bad too, but I mean it's my replacement. So I'm like dumbass relationships and shit like that. Like the shit was cool, was fun, and like you're making it not fun no more. So because I'm never the one that's bringing up the arguments. Like, are you? Like,
why
relationships? Like,
Nope.
like, is it the males that brings up the arguments, or is it the females that start the arguments every time?
Sure as hell ain't me.
Like, I've never had a situation where I started the argument.
Yeah, and if for me, like especially like, oh, why aren't you like talking to me about how you feel about something? Okay, now when I do try, I'm just gonna try. I'm just telling you how I feel about something. That's it. But now all of a sudden you're just trying to argue about it, or debate about it, and tell me like why I'm not supposed to feel that way, or how I don't need to, or just pretty much telling me how I'm supposed to feel or something, or not trying to like resolve it or anything. You're just trying to argue about it, and I'm like, I was never trying to argue. I was just trying to just tell you how I felt, and that you wanted me to talk. And now I'm talking, but otherwise I just remain quiet, and I'm gonna be a duck, and it's gonna be water off my back. So.
Yeah, I can't think of a time I've ever brought up an argument.
I know, because every time I have an argument, like my prior situation, I go, and I tell her this. I go, every time we argue, it's never me. Like I never bring up anything to argue. Like we'll be having a great day, and it's always you. Like, and then when I say that,
Just gotta bring it down.
but when I break it down like that, then it's see you don't care. Like then it's like it slowly starts turning like it's towards me, and it's always the issue is me.
Man.
But I have so much about that I could say, but I don't say it. And then she goes, so why don't you say it? And I'm like, because it's not worth it.
Yeah, because you want to try to uplift and not belittle.
My favorite thing too is when they've lost their initial point. Like I've destroyed that argument.
Yeah, and then they go.
Then they bring up something else.
Yep.
Then it's a whole other problem.
Yep.
And then you call them out on that, and they're like, "No, this is the same thing."
Mm-hmm.
Nope. No, it ain't.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna push that button.
Everybody.
Yeah, Mr.
man.
Argument, ready for it.
And even as somebody who likes to argue,
They said
look,
they guilty for it.
I genuinely enjoy arguing with people. Like that is fun to me. Even especially productive arguments. Like ones about real shit, productive arguments. But
Not batting heads, but you talking about more of like a debate.
yeah, like a debate, but like I enjoy it. I enjoy doing that. But I don't it's crazy. Like I'm trying to think of a time where I have started an argument, and as someone who enjoys it, I can't think of one that I ever have.
And that's the crazy thing. Like there's a reason why I don't start arguments, because people that know me know I have a bad anger. I have anger problems that I'm getting good at, like containing. So why would I want to like argue and get myself riled up and
Yeah.
do some stupid shit I don't want to, like, I'm good.
Or
'Cause
say something off the
I'm
wall.
definitely going to say something crazy. And then I want you to do whatever you like. I want to see what's going to happen next. So I just rather not. So, like,
My favorite, and it isn't even at anyone specifically. My favorite is when you just sitting there, minding your business, enjoying the game. You know, Call of Duty, 2K, Hogwarts, like whatever. You know, and all of a sudden, here comes your peace rune, destroyed. It's done. That's their favorite.
and I'll never forget when she'll be like, yeah, I'd rather you play the video game because I know where you at and I know you're not in these streets doing nothing stupid. They say that. Right?
Whoa.
That's what they-
I was in the same.
Yep.
Whoa.
And then now
I was in the same deal.
Now you come home and you see me on the game. Then it's you always on the game and then I get games because I get certain games for her to play with me and I'm trying to show her how to play and then she want to fall asleep or she want to just I'm going to go do this, or she want to get on the phone. Like, I'm trying to incorporate you on this stuff, too. Like, I'm incorporating myself in watching these shows that I don't want to watch, but I'm watching them. And not only am I watching them, I can have a conversation with you about exactly what happened. And I'm like, oh, next week going to be crazy.
You invested into
yeah, so I'm like, now I'm watching the show, and I'm like, I'm a fan with you.
Right.
Even though this ain't no type of stuff I would watch by myself, because since me and her been done, I ain't watched none of them shows. I ain't watched none
Cancel.
of them. Yeah, cancel them shows. But, like, in the moment, I'm sitting here watching it, and that's the stuff that Cousin said, you're doing it, and then it's going under the table, and they're not really, like, and they're not really acknowledging you implying yourself to the relationship to help it grow. Now, the things I like, why you not implying yourself to it? You feel me? So
Quote that. Mark that.
But
I got me a quote up in there. Oh,
but yeah, my rant that actually
She's
provided
manipulating
for a
you,
good-
becoming alpha male.
I am the alpha. That's why I'm solo right now.
So when we bring up things, even if it's not argumentative, guys hate it.
Nah,
Nah, it
we
depends
just
on
try-
what it is.
We just try to protect y'all feelings because we know how it's gonna go.
And the other thing is too is that guys are really like most guys I know at least are really blunt and to the point. And you know, part of a relationship is calling you on your shit, right? And you just not. It's not our fault that you don't like the answer.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you have the solution to your problem, and you don't want to hear it.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
And like I said,
Yeah, some people don't want to think that they're wrong.
Nope.
They can't grow from that. Like, oh, okay, you know.
like you can tell me I'm wrong. I'll be like, all right. And then but like I'm like when I say all right, like I really mean like all right. But then they take me being short as I'm not like active, like I'm not listening or I'm being like sarcastic or like no, I'm like all right, like cause all right.
Yeah, we take into consideration. It's not like we're
Yeah, I'm not gonna sit here and change instantly. Like I'm gonna take what you said, I'm gonna think about it, and I'm gonna adjust.
And that's the biggest thing too. Everybody comes from a certain upbringing or whatever, right? So you're wired the way you're wired. So if I go Otto, I know like you're a certain way, right? And then I go Otto, I want you to like, I wish you did this better. I wish you was doing this instead of that. I can't expect you just to switch up and then do that because you're so used to being you.
Exactly.
Like you're wired that way. So
and it's been years of
Yeah.
like you.
like doing it. So it's just like everybody's wired a certain way. Once both parties understand that, because I understood how she was wired, but she didn't understand how I was wired because a lot of people believe certain things is normal. Like what is normal?
Yeah, it's
Because
not
like
normal.
what is normal to me may
Ain't
not
normal
be
to
normal to you.
Right.
And what's normal to you may not be normal to Tony. We might have some things where we think, oh, that's normal. But like what it might be certain stuff that you doing and we both like,
Yeah.
that's not normal at all. But yeah. You got something?
Nope.
Yeah, I was gonna piggyback off of what you were saying. I was just gonna take it to an even deeper level. Like when it comes to what's right and what's wrong, what is right and what's wrong? Somebody came up with the word right, and somebody came up with the word wrong, and deemed this is right and this is wrong. And so when you're really thinking about things, there are facts, but everything, society, life is just based off of other people's opinions.
And it's changed over time. I mean, the
Exactly.
things that people thought were right and wrong in the 1800s ain't right and wrong anymore.
Exactly. And just like when was it last week when they asked us like what's the best advice you gave, and there is like what's right for me ain't always right for you. Even if what is right for me got me $1 billion, I can tell you the same thing and it may not get you nothing.
Yeah.
So like it's just is however you move and what works for you, pretty much. So
He said men are so blunt, it kind of hurts.
That's what I said. That's what I said. Some people just don't like that. They need, like, I don't know. To me, I feel like, and I'm not talking about this person because I don't know them, but I'm saying like, to me, like this newer generation of kids is soft, right? You can't say shit to them, and they need a fucking corner to go crying. And it's like that, like. But we were raised like I got my ass whooped if I back in my bed, like I can handle a lot of shit. That's why I said in our group chat, like nobody in there's pissing me off. Like I can take a lot of shit. You have to press a special button for me to get it. But some people just don't like that. Some people can't handle it, and it's not my responsibility for your feelings. They're not my feelings. I'm not responsible for them. You are.
And they don't like that neither. They
Don't
like
say that.
Yeah,
Oh.
I said it.
because that's my biggest thing too. Like I go, if I'm upset and it's not dealing with you, like I understand you want to care for me and like help me get through, but like you're not gonna be able to help me. So
best
like,
thing,
just let me be.
best thing you
just
do
let
is
me
give us
be.
the peace.
Yep, just let me be and trust me, I'll be good. But then, then when it's the other way, and then it's like, all right, I know, like you need certain kind of reinsurance or whatnot, but like sometimes I know that's just not gonna help. Like it's not gonna help at all. So, yeah.
It's also too like right, like they want to vent their problems to us, but I think a lot of females also don't understand. Like they don't understand a lot of shit that we do behind the scenes that they either don't notice or don't want to give credit for or whatever their deal is. But it's also dealing with their own shit. Like I can't tell you how much shit that I've dealt with on my own and haven't told nobody about, and I just did it.
Exactly.
And
Or what you
kept it to
carrying.
myself on top of doing all the shit that I do for everyone else. Right? I got a lot of issues that I'm dealing with, but who's gonna deal with it except for me? I don't.
And you know, like all that stuff happened all in that short span where I'm dealing with grandma, I'm dealing with her, I'm dealing with going to work, and I'm just like
It's all
cruising.
Just,
But you would never know that I'm dealing with that stuff because the way I carry myself and I'm playing the game to release different things, take my mind off of everything and go to a different world and stuff like that. But as I'm doing that, then you're bringing me out of that peaceful world into chaos and eventually, like, I'm going to explode.
Yeah.
So then, like, it seems like girls like doing that. They like pulling and pulling until you explode. And then, but then when you explode, then you're the asshole. And then me, I'm comfortable with being an asshole. Like I grew into that. Like, all right, I'll be the bad guy if I have to, because I'm not going to be we both can't be sitting here crying and emotional. Somebody got to be the one that's, all right, fuck it. You know what I mean? Like, and I believe that's the perfect balance of men and women, because you're emotional, you caring, you're all this. Me, I'm the security, I'm like the force, I'm the head of the chain, like I lead, and like stuff like that. It just goes together. We both can't be Like we both can't be like that. We ain't gonna get nowhere. You know what I mean? Yeah. Somebody's got to pull somebody by the coattails and say, "Come on."
Yeah, somebody got to lead.
Yeah.
Like Joe Budden said, help take care of me and I'll take care of us.
Mm-hmm. Ride for me like I ride for you. I live by that.
Said if a woman is trying to confuse you, she's not your woman. ain't nobody's confusing.
Man, nah, ain't nobody, but all women is confusing.
That is weird.
All women is confusing at the end of the day, if you try to break it down. But yeah, so
they also love to bring work home. I have never once, you know how many bad days at work I had? I never once brought it home. Mm-hmm. Once I'm out the door,
I don't think about work no more.
I'm going home. Yeah. I'm getting on the game.
Man, exactly.
But they want to come home with a fat ass attitude because Bob and fucking
now you got to deal with it.
Is my problem now.
Yeah.
You know.
He said Bob from Department A.
Bob from Department A and me got beef now because somehow that's my problem because I was there, right? You know, it's like it's shit like that. But I have never once brought it home. I vent about work, but I've never made it somebody else's problem.
I'm dead.
Yeah. But yeah, you know, it gets crazy like that. Like,
how many? You know what I mean? How many badass kids you had to deal with all day? And you want to smack the shit out of them, and came home.
And then I come home. Look, I work with, you know my job. I work with kids all day. I'm in the ISS room, so I'm in the ISS room, and kids come. I'm helping them with work and whatnot, or I'm in the hallway. I'm talking to kids, giving them different outlooks on life. I'm constantly talking, working with kids all day. And then I come home. I want to just chill, relax, play the game. My daughter come home. She's been working all day. I understand we got to do homework, right? But sometimes I just give her peace to go play the game, go play with her friends, do this and that. Yeah. So then by the time all that happens, then my ex comes back home, and then she's like, did you help her with this? Did you help her with that? And I'm like, nah. And plus, she don't want to do it with me. Like, I can sit here and force her to do it, but then now our relationship is going to be a little bit different because I'm, you do this, you do this. But then I had moments where I'm like, you're not going to do this until you do this. Because you know me, I'm strict.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I kind of got soft and comfortable. I kind of got comfortable and soft, like, dealing with a little girl.
Yep.
Because, like, she listens to me, everything I tell her. But I also get to a point where I don't want her to be scared of me.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So
I feel it. I relate with Nalia.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I've had to try to find a balance between, like, nah, you're doing this, and you go do what you want.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's we just was in a toxic situation, and it is what it is. But yeah.
Mm-hmm. I can't relate, so.
Shut the fuck up. You was in the same situation.
But I mean,
I ain't got no kids.
She was not the only one I had that kind of relationship with. I dated a few other girls, and it was the same. And that's the thing I tried not to do. I tried not to compare, like, that relationship to that relationship to that relationship. But I promise to God, I had about 4 or 5 of them that was exactly the same.
Damn.
Like, exactly the same. So, and I tried my hardest with the last one. Now it's just, I'm living. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. You feel me?
A man's mistake is trying to help a woman with help a woman when the woman's supposed to help you guide. What?
You drunk?
I know.
What is that?
A man's mistake is trying to help a woman with a woman supposed to help you guide me. Woman to help. Man, he typing with his toes.
Hey, yo, it's too early. Like that.
Boy typing drunk. He had a long night last night.
Yeah.
Otto's in the middle. Like, obviously, I'm not proud.
Hey. But yeah, that my little vent that I did turn into a damn near a whole episode.
Hey, yeah, you gave us some good content,
Hey,
my
it was.
boy.
And we got the TikTok community in on it today too.
Yep. Chiming in. We appreciate y'all putting your input, putting your thoughts about it.
What else y'all want to talk about? We got a little bit of
I mean,
time.
we got a little bit of time left. We can sprinkle in some Kevin,
Yeah,
not
what's
Kevin
the-
Durant, but Kyrie rant.
Oh, I
we
thought
could
you
put a little Kyrie
I thought you
rant
were
in
going to
there.
say Kevin.
I said what I said. Y'all know my feelings on that.
What's the time on that?
My,
On the board?
I'll reiterate it.
Oh, you probably can't
But
say
it is, I don't have any, like I said, I don't have any problems with Kyrie not getting a shot. I got it because I wanted to continue my military career, but I didn't want it, right? But I had my reason for getting it. I don't have any issue with him choosing not to get it, but that is still a distraction to your team. However you want to look at it, it does not matter. It's still a distraction to your team. And right, and it's also now you become unavailable. So you're unavailable to your team, which you can say it's not about the money, but it is. Because at the end of the day, the Brooklyn Nets are a business, and Kyrie Irving is a product that they're trying to sell. The name Kyrie Irving is a product. It's your brand as an individual. It's also the team's brand because you're under contract to that team. They have to sell jerseys. They're selling tickets because people want to see you play. The tickets also lead to food sales and other merchandise sales throughout the thing, not just jerseys, but little keychains, cards, whatever they sell there. I've never been to Brooklyn's arena, but
I mean, every arena's the
yeah.
same, so.
but they might sell something that the Wolves don't or whatever.
But it's all the same concept.
Yeah, but it leads to all those sales on top of like any events that Kyrie Irving does or the Brooklyn Nets do outside. People pay to go to those, right? Like a fan event, and just watching the NBA in general. Like that's all business. And at the end of the day, if you're not available, you're losing money. You're costing money because now, imagine you probably could have sold out that arena, the games that he missed. You probably could have sold out a couple of home games, but people knew that he wasn't playing, so I bet their sales dipped down. That's affecting your money.
Yeah.
And the money that they make is what pays you. So at the end of the day, it is about money. It doesn't matter if you want to say, I don't need the money, but it's still about money, right? And the business, that affects your team. And you're unavailable. You're already a distraction, so that's going to frustrate the people inside the team. You got to remember that there's still real people in these organizations, right, that have to deal with your frustrations. You're a PR headache. And then on top of that, right, you come back, and then you do this. You demand a trade request. You talk to the team with Kevin Durant because he did too at the beginning of the season, and they got Steve Nash fired 7 games into the season, right? That's a distraction. Both of those situations, demanding a trade and getting your coach fired, are now a distraction to your team and your teammates.
It wasn't just him, though.
I didn't say it was. I said
Okay.
Kevin Durant, and then, but he's still a part of it. It's still a distraction, right? And then they calm down, whatever. Then he posts that video, right? While Kyrie Irving may not be anti-Semitic, the content is, right? The content of the video and the fact, and it contained Holocaust denial shit and whatever. Like, that's a big deal, and it affected an entire community of people, right? Just because it's not the black community or the Hispanic community or whatever, that doesn't make those people any less important. They matter, right? And that affected them in a negative way. It made you look bad. Ignorance to what was in the video or how it affected people is not an excuse. It still affected those people. And then to be asked to just, all you had to do was apologize, and that suspension probably wouldn't have happened. The fine probably wouldn't have happened. All those other requirements that he had to meet to come back from that suspension probably wouldn't have happened if he did just apologize right away. But he chose not to, which creates another distraction on top of that distraction, right? And then you come back, and now you're demanding a trade by saying, if you don't trade me, I'm leaving, and you'll get nothing at the end of the season, which is fair. It's a true assessment, but it's still demanding a trade, and it's still a distraction.
I mean, with NBA players, they hold majority of the power of themselves.
I know. But that's what I'm saying. Look what Kevin Durant did. I respect that. I've never seen a player, and this is me, I hate Kevin Durant. I do not respect Kevin Durant as a player. And this is me saying I respect how he went about that trade, right? You can say what you want about the organizations. Like I said, I don't have any. I'm not gonna tell a player to be loyal to an organization because of what my team did to Isaiah Thomas. Right, that changed my whole mentality on that, my whole view on it. But have some loyalty to your teammates. And to me, this is now a pattern behavior. This has happened on 3 separate teams where he's just been a nightmare for a PR team. He's been a distraction. At some point, at what point do you stop blaming the organization and you start looking at the player?
What if he's successful in Dallas?
His skill is not.
No, I'm not saying about his skill or anything. But what if things go well in Dallas with everything and there is no?
There's a first time for everything, I guess. But
sometimes it just didn't work in the places that he's in.
You can't tell me that it's been the problem of 3 places.
And with the relationship with teammates, I see like him and KD is still locked in. What he say? He's like, yeah, I'm glad he got himself up out of there after that. Yeah.
So what does that mean when he say that though?
Yeah.
Like, I'm glad he got out of there.
Just taking shots. That to me, that's just him taking shots at Brooklyn. The only thing Brooklyn did wrong.
He left for a reason though.
The only thing Brooklyn did wrong was hold him accountable. That's it. They held him accountable.
But KD wanted to leave for. You could have just been.
KD wanted to leave because of the culture. He didn't make a big deal about anything. He didn't like the coach, which they got fired. He said he wanted the coach gone. They did it. Then he stayed. He didn't like Steve Nash for whatever reason.
Okay. Then they fixed it. They started winning. Although he may be injured, now Kyrie gone. Why leave? Why not be loyal to his teammates and stay with the organization?
It's just best to, with that disaster of a situation going on this year with everything.
But they was winning.
It's best for him to just leave.
But they were winning.
Reset. Doesn't matter. It's best for him with the situation that Kyrie Irving created with the management.
But especially if they would have, or no. So what did they trade? I mean, they still would have been, who knows, if KD, because Kyrie is holding it down and they was winning without KD.
With the frustration of the management, though, already dealing with all this shit throughout the last 3-4 seasons, right? And then now it's just back to you, KD, square one. You already have this toxic environment now because of KD, because of Kyrie, creating this situation with the management, already being frustrated with both of them.
Okay,
it's best for him to just reset. He didn't even demand it. He just asked, like, hey, man, like.
He did.
No, he didn't. He did not. KD did not demand a trade.
First, beginning of season, he's already trying to leave.
That was at the beginning. This is
but now he was going behind doors wanting a trade out.
But he didn't demand it.
I mean, it is demanding.
He would have no. It isn't.
Demanding because he didn't make it. He didn't make it public.
Asking.
He didn't make it public,
Nope.
so it's not a demand.
Nope.
But he wanted out.
Here's the thing. Demand is what Kyrie. Listen. Demand is what Kyrie did.
Because he made it public.
There saying I'm leaving.
Because he made it public.
Whether you it's not even about public. He could have went in there and said I'm leaving. Get something or don't. That's a demand.
Okay.
KD went in there and said, hey man, can I get traded?
How do you know that?
How do we know that KD and Kyrie didn't have a conversation behind closed doors? Like, yeah, I'm gonna try to get up out of here, and then Kyrie like, oh word, and Kyrie goes, I'm trying to get out. Well, I'm definitely gonna get out of here if you're trying to get up out of here, but was first to do it.
Because KD was surprised by his trade request and disappointed.
How do you know?
Because that's what the reports was coming out.
I mean, we can't believe reports. I mean, we can, but like. It's been a lot of reports that we heard, and it's just like, I mean, it's just opinions from the reporters putting out. But
just because
KD also did it behind closed door. He requested a trade, but he didn't need it, and the Nets wanted to keep him, but then KD requested it. So because of the situation that Kyrie
requested
Irving
it, but they could have denied it.
Yeah, they could have.
Okay, but who are we to know that it wasn't demand closed doors? Behind closed door.
Because if the organization's already tried, y'all are blaming the organization on Kyrie.
I'm just asking.
Why would they
KD?
make him look good and not Kyrie look good? Why would
because
they
it's already because everything already with Kyrie was going through.
But the way Kyrie moved is definitely different than KD. So I mean, like that's why I said like how we know, like say like me and Otto had a conversation. I'm like, yeah, we about to get up out of this cool fam, whatever. But me like. Being more professional and is like, and then he goes, no, I need to get up out of here, So like, Kyrie's more rogue with his. He's like I mean, you could say like Kanye in a sense. But
the report that I read about the conversation that was had was that KD came in, he didn't demand a trade, he requested a trade. The mood of the call, because they were on video call with everybody, with the owner, the GM, the coach, and Kevin Durant and his agent or whatever, and it was just kind of felt like a the end of a relationship. Like nobody was mad, nobody was aggressive. It was kind of like a somber vibe.
It was crazy in the offseason, though.
Yeah.
Like, everybody was blaming KD.
Yep.
And he went to the team he was trying to go to in the offseason, too. So, I mean, it kind of points back to maybe KD, he's been trying to get this.
But then having Harden leave, right? Having him get traded out, which he was frustrated with Kyrie Irving's availability. That's a fact. And then,
I mean, everybody's availability.
no, he specifically was frustrated with Kyrie Irving's. He said as much.
But all three only played 16 games together.
Exactly. That's why I said he was frustrated because Kyrie Irving wasn't available, so he asked out.
So was KD unavailable.
Yeah,
KD was hurt, though.
KD
Kyrie
was hurt.
chose not to be.
Kyrie couldn't play the home games because he didn't want the COVID thing. And then that was that year. And then the next year was, I think they all was getting hurt.
But losing Harden and then Kyrie getting out, I can just imagine KD being like, let's just get out of here. It's
But that
time.
doesn't
Let's
make-
just let them reset. Let's stop with the drama here.
But they're
We'll just
winning.
Get out. They were.
But they're what, top 4, top 5?
Yeah, number 4.
So
Yeah.
if they're
They
if they're
traded.
That's
winning,
what I'm saying. They were top 4 and they were doing good when those two were on the court together. But now
KD
Kyrie,
big
KD
win
was
streak,
hurt.
what
too.
you're not
Yeah, KD
understanding
was
though
hurt.
is that Kyrie is gone. That was a
But
big
KD
reason
been hurt
to
though.
why they were doing as good as they were.
But KD been hurt though.
Yep.
But
But
Kyrie was carrying
that's
and
what I'm
lifting and
saying,
going
though.
crazy.
Kyrie is gone. I could see him
But
being
if KD
like,
coming back, KD's better than Kyrie, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
So with KD being hurt and Kyrie still with the team, and he puts him on this crazy win streak, right?
But Kyrie's nasty, too, though.
Yeah,
So,
but I'm saying-
it's also
but I'm
two
saying-
different positions.
But
KD
yeah.
might affect the game differently might affect the team differently than Kyrie Irving.
I would say Kyrie. So KD's a better player to me than Kyrie, but Kyrie is a better, like he had the
During that
team
stretch.
perform better. The team will perform better with Kyrie.
Yeah, I don't think that's the case with KD.
Yeah,
So I don't think they would do as good. Plus, like I said, everything
So
just
KD
felt.
doesn't make as big of an impact as Kyrie.
yeah.
To me, it just felt
Look
like
at Cam Thomas going crazy, 40, 40, 40. Like
to
two
me,
of
it
those
just-
was with Kyrie, right?
No, that's
since
after
he's
he-
been gone.
Oh, since
He had
so,
three-
but
he had three
yeah.
straight.
See,
as
so
he left,
KD
yeah.
being out is giving him more, and so
So why leave out of a situation where it's like you still got
To
young
me,
gunners and
it's just because of the situation that was already created, and Kyrie's gone, so he's just like, well, there's been enough drama here. It's just time to go. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
he said KD was getting the team on a roll when Kyrie first got suspended. But I'm saying, like, when that stretch, when they started on that hot streak, like before Kyrie left and demanded that trade,
Yeah.
it was just Kyrie because KD been hurt.
Yeah, but,
But
then
then
they went out and got
That's
their
all
ass
I'm
busted
saying.
by Boston too. That's a painful because that's the team you're gonna have to compete with in the playoffs. They got busted.
So, check this out. We're coming to the end of the podcast, so I know we ended abruptly, but we're going to end this podcast with a quick question because it's Super Bowl Sunday. Who do you got? Who do you got?
Kansas
And we're going Kansas City,
Eagles.
Eagles, Kansas City. Y'all hear it here. It's the Cool Fan Podcast.
Hang on. I want to do a new segment. We were supposed to do it last week and didn't do it.
Oh, what was that?
So we pick a NBA team every week, and the games in between now and next Saturday.
Who gets the most win?
We try to guess to see who gets the most wins, and then the loser got to bring like a donuts or something.
All right, bet. Come on.
So the team that I'm picking this week, just because
So we gotta know their schedules too.
I'm petty. Yeah, I'm looking at it. Just because I'm petty, I'm going with the Brooklyn Nets.
Over who?
Just saying,
Oh,
that's the
that's-
team I'm picking. That's the team schedule we looking at.
Write it in chat.
Okay. So the games this week that they got between now and next, they only got 4 games, so it's not a lot of work to do. So they got the 76ers, which is
Sixers
today.
going to win.
They got the Knicks, the Heat, and the Bulls.
They go 1-3.
You saying 1 and 3?
Yep. They're going to beat the Knicks.
Now, do we want to do we want to guess the you? Okay, I was gonna say, do we
Oh,
want
so
to
we-
go
so we
record or
guessing?
do we want to go individual
We
games?
could do individual games. I go. The only game they win is the Knicks.
So you saying that they're gonna beat the Knicks?
Yep.
And who's the three they playing?
Bulls, Miami, and Philly.
Where the Knicks come from?
Knicks was the second game.
Oh.
They got 4 games.
Yeah. So the first game, which is tonight, is Philly
Okay, yeah.
76ers.
Okay. So we all guessing how many games they gonna win.
Yep.
Okay.
Or are you guessing individually what games they're gonna
Okay.
win and lose?
So we got Philly.
Yep. They
Knicks.
beating Philly?
No.
They're not. They winning. They beating the Knicks?
No.
No. They beating the Heat?
Yes.
Okay. The Bulls?
No.
No. So you saying the only team they're beating is the Heat?
Yep.
Okay.
I was iffy on the Bulls too a little bit, but
They just beat the Bulls, so I got the Bulls beating them on the next go.
Yeah, I'm gonna take yeah, they're not beating the 76ers. I'm gonna say they beat the Knicks and they're gonna beat the Heat.
And
What about
lose
the
to
And they'll
Bulls?
lose to the Bulls.
okay.
Yeah.
All right,
That's
bet.
it.
Bet. That's it. That's it
And
for this week.
Straight
All right.
like that. We'll catch y'all next week on the Cool Fam Podcast. Like, subscribe, and comment. You feel me?
He said the Nets are going 1-3, maybe even 0-4.
I
Yeah.
agree.
So who you got?
But I'm taking 2.
Who you? So we picking who they gonna beat and who they not gonna beat. But we're gonna hear from you. We'll go ahead and sign out.
Yep.
Catch you next week, Cool Fam.